Hey, Whiskey. Hey, Blue Collar. Welcome in. I just got through the series together today. We'll see how it goes. Hello, Dookie likes cheese. Well, that's funny. Give me just a moment here to finish reading the comment. Hey, Donkey. Welcome in. I did see I had one. I haven't replied. I was not on my computer until like 5 minutes before I actually set it up. I am for some reason not getting messages on my phone right now from Discord. I get them for every other app, so maybe I have to pre-install Discord. I don't know. So this map hadn't piqued a lot of our interest. A lot of us that wanted to play on it. It's an island with kind of like a no man's land kind of feel to it. You start with a lot here in the farm. 2 fields. I'll show you guys around. I accidentally bought this property and then I placed stuff and then I sold it. So now I can't sell it because I have stuff there. So we have a property already that I'm just going to ignore. So there's collectibles to be found. What else? Hey Marv. Hey Jeremy. So I have modified the starting area already. There was a different shed here. I just duplicated the other one. It doesn't look the best, but it's there. I put down the apple production. This is a tool shed, which I'm not sure how to use it yet. But it's pretty cool. Hey Alexandra, you see where your chainsaw should go, your spray can and your horse brush. But even when I go here, I bought a chainsaw. Where do I go again? Hand tools. But store. Like it still doesn't show up there. So I'm not quite sure. Hey Super Puppy. Oh, left stick. Do I have to have it in my hand maybe? Ah, there we go, thanks. Appreciate that, Blue Collar. Marv. Not a chance in the world are you going to be allowed to say hi that many times. Trucker, password is real. It's in the description. Everything you need is in the description. So, push the R and get it back. Thanks, Blue Collar. Oh, you can't put the, of course, the flashlight down. Michael, your ears are ringing. So yeah, I wanted some apple trees. Yeah, we replaced this with that. What else did I do? Oh, there was a greenhouse over here. I took that out. And I put down seed, fertilizer, and lime in this corner. And this is our green silo here. I then placed down a fuel station, a repair station, and a wash station. Yeah, I don't know how long it took them to mod that, but that tool shed is pretty cool. And then here is a greenhouse that let's just show you. It's easier to show you. Hey Marshall. We'll get there. Generator, greenhouse. So all you get is this trigger for a greenhouse, but in decoration, if you scroll down, these are like fences. You can put your decoration like I have here. See if I can zoom in well enough to show you guys. Tomato plants probably will work. And then you change the growth to withered for tomatoes. You can do the same. Different stages of your grapes. You name it. Some olive trees. Different stages. So it's like a fence post. You just have different stages. So I can do that over here. So I need chili plants and garlic for some production I want to do. So I should put different stages of it so it looks like I'm picking it. It's growing. I put the water tank there. So yeah, the pallets will show up here, but I like that. Here was a chicken coop. I put a water tank there. I took the chicken coop out and I put in a pig food mixer. I have so far avoided doing pigs, but I'm gonna do pigs because there's a cute little pig pen down here that I was like, it's just too cute. I need to do pigs. So the pig food mixer is kind of, we'll get there. Kind of different recipes, which I kind of liked. Tracker wants to join. Yeah, so this greenhouse one you guys like, it's a pretty cool mod. So these go like corn, barley, soybean, or corn, barley, sunflower, or corn, wheat, soybean, or corn, wheat, sunflower. And this map is gonna be a lot of corn, sunflower, and grain like wheat, barley to get straw. But corn and sunflower, we're gonna do like a corn maze, go-kart. I'll get there and explain to you guys what we're doing with that. But I'm gonna have a lot of that, and it equals pig food, so we can do pigs. We're gonna do the large corn dryer. I'll show you guys where that is too. Sawmill and stuff. I tried to have it so I didn't own the sawmill and stuff when I placed it, and now I do. I can't figure out how to get out of it. I tried to edit in the XML file and it didn't work this time. And my brain is just a little too foggy to figure that out. Okay, so if we go back up this way, let's Tracker walking around. We own this field up here. And I put the large corn dryer. I did the older one over here. And spicy sausage. The face. That'd be funny. So this corn dryer is pretty cool. I put some decoration here. Because you actually open this up, and you have to put your straw bales in there for burning. Trucker, at some point, yes, not right now. Trucker wants to open to get a go-kart at some point. I need to figure out what else. We only have $100,000, which is not much considering what all I want to do. This is our bale storage, our shed up here. It has a little bit of storage in here. All the sheds in here are really beautifully decorated. It put a lot of effort into the little details here. Like sideways chair and stuff. It's really nice. The map, yeah, it's a beautiful map. And then we'll hop over to where I changed the downtown area here. Just do that. So Riverbend Springs has that green elevator that you have to repair and fix. And it came out as a mod, and I was like, that's perfect for this island, you know, kind of just on the island. All our equipment, by the way, is really old. Like look at that, like 100,000 months, 35,000 months, 60,000 months, old equipment. The only new things are brush washer that I bought. For some reason, the water tank is not old. So our equipment is extremely, extremely old. So I'm like, this kind of fits. Yeah, Jeremy, you like the type of map. Super Puppy, you got a shout out in at your school? Sounds good, Blue Color. I know with the time zone change, it's kind of hard for people to join. So I kind of have that there for us to do. This is a biomass heater plant or something. Here I have multi-station buying station, which I usually don't have on my maps. But I really wanted one because we need stone, a lot of stone and cement, and we're never going to get that unless we have one of those. Awesome, Super Puppy. Trucker, yes, you can harvest. If there's an option to do straw, please do straw. We don't want to save all the straw. Michael, meteorologist Michael. So this is sawmill. So we get a lot of the stuff we need to repair and fix that elevator. And then we have the popcorn factory down here. So I love popcorn. And since we are doing a lot of corn on this map, so we have traditional popcorn, butter, sugarcane, chocolate, caramel, cheese, chili. That's why we need the chili. And then we have garlic butter popcorn. That's why we have the garlic. So that's kind of where it is standing right now. Blue color, you have your server up. Awesome. Jeremy says 89 today. 95 for Michael. Yeah, you both can keep your weather. So this is kind of like your downtown selling station right on the water of the port. I really have not looked for collectibles. I know where a few are from flying around. But believe it or not, I actually left collectibles on the map and have not actually collected them all. I have some sell points down here. And then, yeah, let's just fly around in the air for you to kind of get a feel of the map from that way. This trucker already. Oh, and up here, it'll be a bit, well, not really. With me, you never know. I want to put the cow pasture up here. So I have the Polish pasture for cows that just came out. And it does milk. I tested it out. And distillery without anything additional, but manure you need extra. So I'm gonna put cows up here. We need dairy for butter and cheese. And chocolate for the popcorn. I was like, man, we should focus on pigs, but no, for the popcorn we actually need some cows, so that's what we'll go there as well. So we're probably gonna make some popcorn. There's my popcorn. I love popcorn. Let's just say some of my usernames and other websites have to do with popcorn. I love popcorn with dill. You guys like dill? Like dry dill or fresh? I always do dry. Dill on popcorn is my favorite. And if you pop it yourself, like on the stove, I have another tip for you. You might like to use grapeseed oil to pop them. It has a really good flavor. I heard you, Michael. The chat's busy, but I did read it. I did comment about you have an accurate thermostat there. I should probably just listen to the weather radio. Garlic salt for you. Trucker, please turn off the tractors when you're not using them, please. That's part of the rules. Turn off equipment when not in use. Oh. Barley is what we're harvesting up there. I don't know what the other one is. Wheat, probably? Actually a pretty decent sized field considering how big our combine is. Okay, so we own a lot of property here to actually plow. And then kind of here, you see where the map has roads in it. I kind of want to keep the field to that. If we make bigger fields, just have like a road going through it. And then once we have a lot of these trees knocked down, more fields, yeah, we're gonna make a go-kart track, kind of going around the map. A lot of it's naturally there, but over here I might add some funny curves and stuff with the actual mod. But for the most part, you can just kind of take this road here. Like, I could change it out to go-kart track, but that's a lot of money. Or you can just get a go-kart and have fun going around the island that way. So, Preppy, you're in a good mood today? That's good. Glad to hear that. Yeah, 62 is really old, like really cold. There's gonna run me over. So I'm actually gonna go find some collectibles with you guys, because I know there's one or two by these waterfalls that are really pretty. And so if we own all this property, we can actually do some good sized fields, but then it makes me think we need bigger equipment. And then it's not going to fit in that small farm. So then I have to think about where to put all that. Oh, Jeremy, I know, right? But he says it's not, but I don't know. That's the thing with Michael, you can never believe him. Which, always joke about it. Like, how is that possible? So there might be a collectible on that little island there. So, like, he has some beautiful waterfalls up here. We're gonna try to climb up this. Sure, there's a collectible in here. Probably in the watchtower. And it's beautiful just following. Still looking for that collectible. Never know when it's gonna show up. Must be at the other waterfalls. There's quite a few waterfalls on this map. Watchtower over there probably has one. Hey, Michael's just moved into this place, so don't let him fool you too much. It'll probably be a month or two before he really knows the price of all this. Let's go up top here. we're gonna get a beautiful view. I haven't been up here, so let's try this out. Oh, there's a person up here. I wasn't expecting that. Oh, you got me. Hey, here's a collectible. There's 24 more and we get 10 grand. You started me. Did not know there was one person up here. Yeah, lots of forestry on this map. I have not figured out how we're going to handle the forestry. I do want the trees. Are you talking to yourself up here? Or just moving around? Beautiful view though. I thought they're super bright. Well, if I had like a glider, I would just glide down because I'm kind of used to that in other games by now. Just jump off and you have a little glider. That's what I would do. There, I know. I could have just like, you know, mapped away from it, but I actually took the stairs. But yeah, they kind of glow when you see them. Another waterfall. Another waterfall over here. Is this one waterfall? Yeah, kinda, a little bit. A little bit of a waterfall there. So there's lots of waterfalls on this island. It's really pretty. Tracker! Turn tractor off when not in use. Be awesome to glide over this map. I agree. We need that for the green. I'm thinking we need a second tractor is what we need with a forage wagon to pick up the baler. We have a bale shed. I did add the mod to do auto load bales. So it'll be a little bit easier. Yeah, the go-kart, apple tree. I have like 22 mods, but most of them don't show up here. I was glad to hear that your solar panels are working, Michael. Oh, trucker just ran into our tractor. Wrong moment for me to come back. So what tractor do we have? How many horsepower? Yeah, like I say, you make big fields, but then we're gonna start to be, where do we keep the bigger equipment? $160 horsepower. Anything for sale? Oh, there we go. 160. It's a medium tractor. That doesn't look like a medium tractor until you realize it. Look how cheap it is, though. 180 is the max I can go. There's also a trick if you're on a cross-player map. If you keep the same type of tractor, same model of tractor, same one, right? Doesn't matter the horsepower. It actually lessen, like, if I were to get 2 different tractors or 3 or 4, that's all different slots. People join for crossplay, but this still counts like slots, but like less number of slots. You get like duplicates of them than like full amount of each one. It's hard to explain, but sometimes the same duplicated equipment is actually better for crossplay. If I say if you can buy a tiny plot of land on one of the bluffs and live off land and stream. I do own. I'm gonna get distracted here. This is what happens. Visit this property. Oh, I am in ground. Well, do not map to the property. Understood. Do not expect that. I own this property over here. You could live up here. There's a road that actually goes up here. And then you have a spot here. I was trying to think of what to do with them. I was thinking of maybe eventually being like, I have to buy wind turbines. Like go up here? I don't know. Or even these ones. I'm not sure. I'm not sure what to do with this property. Because I was like, factories don't look good up there. Like they just, they don't fit that. You could do a field. I know like orchard, vineyard, rice field. I can do a whole bunch of apple trees. I don't quite know. But yeah. I do own a small little there. You can see him kicking out. That's cool, Michael. Oh, you didn't know that? So we learned that in FS22. So it kinda... It's hard not to show you because I don't have anybody in here on console right now. But yeah, instead of these like 10 slots, I might use 7 or 8 if you get the same tractor. Kinda helps. So you can put a cabin up there, a little garden, maybe some sheep. Ooh. You can do like quite a bit for that property. Maybe I'll hold off on it, be like something we do at the end of this playthrough. Once we get all the fields set up and stuff, be like, and if we have a lot of extra stuff to build a cabin with the elevator, I don't know how much extra we'll have. So this tractor, we want to do a baler. Unfortunately, I like square bales, but I know we're not going to be able to do that with the horsepower unless we do this really small one. Nobody likes that. So the next one is 195. Well, that's a little bit out of our price range anyways. But round baler, which we all hate, you can get a decent one for 120 horsepower. And since we can do like 190, I think I said, it would be kind of more reasonable too. One does 100. A little bit cheaper, but 100 horsepower. But yeah, we can do something like that. It's 100 horsepower. But if you want one that wraps, you kind of have to go up to that price point for silage bales, which I don't know if we will or not. So that's kind of what I'm thinking, is to buy a tractor and then a round baler for now, just to get us started. I don't think we can do that without going into debt. And we don't have a trailer, I think, anyways. So these three are just slightly different in look, looks like. And then standard net. Is there a difference? Film binding, empty. Let's just do standard net. I don't exactly know. And then how much do we need for that tractor? 180 is how high as that one goes. But these ones go up to 225. A little cheaper. But they don't do mowing on the front. Which is something I have to think about. This one would do the mowing. How was everybody's weekend? Anything exciting happened? I can't say there was anything too exciting for my weekend. But maybe somebody else said something exciting. So this tractor's quite a bit more. I kind of wish I could do this with the front, so then we can mow grass. I mean, we still can, but not the same. This is 230 horsepower. They give me decisions, and this is all I'm gonna do. Okay, let's do that. I need to get 90 grand, so let's take out a little bit of a loan till we find more collectibles. And thanks for that. Reminder to everybody to like and subscribe. Here we go. Oh, you got your son to walk on grass. Actually, that's exciting. Did he seem to like it? Oh, we're green and red like Christmas. Hey, Midnight Rose, welcome in. I think the other tractor has a front loader that we can buy the attachment to pick up bales. At least I start baling them and we can go from there. It does? Awesome. Yeah, I just think it doesn't have the right attachment, but maybe it does. I didn't look that closely. I honestly set up the map. And I was like, well, I'm just gonna stream and we'll figure it out. Oh, looking at chat. Get back on the road. As a manure spike. Okay, we should be able to buy the bale one that we need. Nerves at first. I got better at it. Yeah, being autistic. Yeah. And trying to encourage people. I'm glad he did try it, and hopefully he comes to like doing that. There's some cool things that he's probably been trying. That's awesome. There's definitely something about grass texture that I can see where it would be kind of scary, but then also pretty cool once you get used to it. I can kind of see it from a different point of view. I don't have my heater on yet, Michael, but it's been close. It's definitely the time of year where I close the door, balcony window, and bedroom window all that at night. I actually got a warmer blanket out last night. Afraid of anything except pavement. Pavement probably feels very concrete, like, no pun intended, but very solid, very. It doesn't change in texture and stuff as much. You have a immersion heater, Michael? It's good to have one of those. You never know when you need it. I mean, yeah, I do trucker. Automatic drop. Turn the automatic drop back up. I like to kind of control where I have that going at the moment. Might actually get a mower and get this grass. It's not very good quality. But before I plow it over, maybe I'll even do hay. We'll see. We'll have to go into debt for it. Yeah, that's a great start indeed. That's good progress getting them back into it. Kind of get back to the step that you were at with it. Definitely a win. It's exciting. I enjoyed hearing about it. Thank you for sharing that. It's just heartwarming. You should never lose power. You said you had quite a bit of solar power, didn't you, Michael? Well, that's definitely pretty cool. I know Juan finally got our solar panels all hooked up in the RV, and it's pretty exciting as well. The answer is no, Jeremy. So, I forget what they did this weekend. They changed something this weekend, but it's not a permanent answer. They have it booked in for Wednesday to actually do a little oil cooler, I think. I don't know anymore. They've done so much on that truck. So no, the truck is not fixed, but hopefully after Wednesday it will be fixed. And he was having a problem earlier. Our truck does this once in a while. I don't know if you guys ever had this problem with other trucks. But once in a while, the AC heat, like that mechanism, gets stuck on max heat. Like max heat. And it kinda fries your legs. Like it blows max heat full blast until you pull over the truck and you're able to turn it off and let the computer restart. It's not pleasant when you're on a big mountain climb and you can't pull over for many miles and do that. The truck run on maple syrup. Oh, that would be a waste of good maple syrup. It runs on diesel. Oh, I want to say he has 2 tanks. Oh, I want to say he gets 800 liters, 850 liters, maybe. I could be wrong. He's had a few different trucks. Do you stash ice packs in a cooler? We have one in the fridge, and our fridge, when I say that, our fridge and cooler is one of those dorm-sized ones that you get, like college dorm, like where your freezer is like literally like maybe 2 inches tall, and your fridge is like bottom shelf, top shelf. You can hold a little bit in the door, but you can't hold much in there. So like, especially in the summer where it's really hot over here, and you have to put things in the fridge, not have them go moldy or melt or anything like that, you're kind of stuck with a really packed fridge. You gotta go. No problem, trucker. Thanks for joining for a bit. You got petrol or gas? I call it gas. Or I usually just call it fuel. I'm gonna go fuel up, you know. That avoids the whole question of what I'm doing. What is cooler, your igloo home or igloo cooler? Have we told you that story about the igloos? I can't remember. Hey Navi, welcome in. Like one of our companies over here, I'm not sure there's drop here, let me go look. I think that's ready for harvest as well. Is Petro Canada. Trucker, left the truck on again. Strike 3, trucker. It's Petro Canada, yeah. So I mean, like Petro's in that word, but yeah. I have to be careful that straw would go into that greenhouse. So the greenhouse there, it's really cool. Let's show you. The recipes are slightly different. So one of the things you can do is you can put straw in with your mushrooms. There. And that's kind of cool. So you can do straw, fertilizer, water. But yeah, let's take solid fertilizer. It's just this oyster mushrooms, I think. Oh, these ones do the other type of mushrooms as well. So I'm like, that's pretty cool. And you can also put those as decoration, I think, too. should tell that again. Can't quite remember how the story goes. I was Juan's sister, I think, when she worked at Walmart. It was a joke about igloos or whatever. But she literally had people like show up with their snowmobiles and ask where the snow was. And it was like the middle of the summer. And that's a little hilarious when they do that. Okay, so I have a drop point here, I think. Get off, get off, get off. Shake it, shake. This is why I want to do the auto bailing. Okay, where are these going? Up top! Awesome, they start them up top. I wonder if it would use top storage for bales. Awesome. But yeah, I remember it was kind of funny when Ron told it about how people want to come up here with snowmobiles in the summer for snow. I was like, especially where we live, and it's like really hot here. We're like, not a chance. Oh, I tried to set up my emoji wallet. I don't know if you guys watched Juan's stream. If you guys put in emojis, do they go across the screen? I think I set it up so it should do that, but I haven't been watching. I like having that little greenhouse like that. It's very unique. Is it barley? I don't think we have a reason to keep it. For the pig food, right. Once we do some sunflowers and corn and stuff. And leaf bales I can technically put in there for corn as well, which is pretty cool. But I won't right now. I think that's ready to harvest. Go ahead and put this over here and then go take a look. I don't know why it wouldn't be ready. Yep, ready to harvest. That's the best yield, and I'm not playing with precision farming on this map. Go with the trailer. I don't have that one set up, Michael. I would have to take time to set that up. Right? Do you think I get the bales back down? We actually haul hay bales once in a while. And it's actually kind of fun. Like, I don't like it because of allergies, but it's kind of fun going to the different farms. It's usually like we unload on the farm where there's, you know, cows and horses and goats and everything else. Just I get to, you know, hang out with them, and I really like sometimes they literally are like eating off the bales while they're still on the trailer. The last one I went to, I saw a coyote, an eagle. What else did I see? There were a couple things on the farm while I was waiting to get loaded. This is pretty steep, I'll have to remember that. Alright, all the equipment isn't fixed or anything because it's so old, I'll have to remember that as well. Yeah, I wish this shed would have a ladder that you have to put down every time we bring it Get the veils back out would be kind of funny. Electrical panel here. Little details like that. That's how we have lights in here. I don't see the lights, but I turned them on. Maybe we won't get them till later. Oh, there's a light up there. Okay. Probably the loonie, because we have the loonie in our dollar coin. Like you guys have the Sacagawea. But yeah, the Canadian goose is only called Canadian goose in North America. It's actually really interesting if you look it up. It's actually not known as the actual Canadian goose. So it's nothing official. But let's say the Gray Jay would probably be selected. I don't know if you've seen the Gray Jay. They're actually really pretty. Cobra chickens are evil. I was just gonna say that too, Ghost Bear. I'm like, Cobra chickens. But I don't think anybody that's not from Canada understands that joke. Of why we call them Cobra chickens. That reminds me of a funny story, though. Hey, Nam. Like French fries, they're just fries in France. I think I looked it up because we're having a discussion one time about a goose. Is Canadian geese actual name? And like in the UK, they don't call it that. They call it by like the official name. I don't know. It was really interesting. I have to get my chat back up here. But Cobra chicken is a funny story, but yeah. So another funny story was we went to Newfoundland, and if you guys don't know where Newfoundland is, it's an island on the east coast above Maine. It actually takes 8.5 hours and a ferry ride to get Newfoundland. It doesn't feel like it's that far away, but it's an all-day thing, basically. We were going out and we were driving up to a Viking village, which is the actual only Viking village to be found in North America. Like, legit. Like, it's pretty cool. So we pull over and we're whale watching, and that was pretty cool. So we got to a section, people are pulled over, we get out, we're like, oh cool, there's gonna be whales here. No, they're taking photos of Canadian geese. We're like, what? Canadian geese? There's nothing that special about Canadian geese. They were out there thinking they were the best thing to photograph, and I was like, you know, we have these year round here. Like, or at least where I live. Canadian geese don't migrate hardly ever because it's warm enough in the winter. They stay here. But it was one of those moments where I was like, it's gonna be a whale. No, not at all. It was not a whale. Yeah, so Cobra chicken are Canadian geese. It's just a nickname for them. There's a joke that goes with it. Just give me a moment here and I'll find the joke for you because I can't remember exactly how it goes. The fun fact in the UK, the Canadian goose is known as the Royal Mountain Goose. That's a little funny. They are mean. But honestly, they're kind of, what's the word for them? They're more talk than they are anything else. They're more talk than they are bite. See if I can figure out. Here, see if I put this. My eyes are watering here. So I work with a guy from Mexico who doesn't speak a lot of English. A Canadian goose made a nest by one of the paddock gates and hissed at him while he was putting horses out. He comes back in to us after and says, "I do not like the cobra chicken." There's some variations to that. Oh, this one's a bit funny too. How do I pop this out? Oh, this one is what foreigners are scared of in Canada, what Canadians are scared of in Canada. Accurate. They're pretty strong animals, so you do have to be kind of careful. They are. I mean, they can be very defensive, and they could easily break bones in your body with their wing flaps. But for the most part, they are aggressive because their aggression scares you away before they have to do anything. Like I say, or talk them bite. If you actually get close enough to them, they're, I don't know, not that scary. You usually outsmart them. But they also are aggressive enough that if they protect an area by a door, trying to get in and out of buildings and stuff, you're gonna struggle every time. Yeah, but in these shorts, there's always people getting chased by geese. Yep, absolutely. Drive straight, will you? Stop reading the chat. Just drive on the road. This build a zoo teaches you geese aren't mean to ducks for them to go. And we have a lot of ducks over here. We have a lot of swans. What else do we have over here? Loons. We have a lot of different birds over here because warmer waters, they migrate here. We have a lot of osprey. That's probably one that would surprise a lot of people. We have a lot of eagles, but the osprey we have a lot of. We have osprey nets, spots for the osprey set up everywhere. Especially here where I live, we live between two lakes. So we have quite the water for the ospreys to thrive over here. I love to see a swan in real life. They are beautiful, yeah. Where I grew up in Michigan, there's a few that were at a fish hatchery park, but the wings were clipped, right? So they weren't going anywhere. The ones over here are migrating. A really cool spot is the Columbia River between Oregon and Washington. The Columbia River Gorge is beautiful. One of my favorite spots to actually go. And there's a lot of dams over there. At the right time of year, the swans find that to be a safe area to rest when they're migrating. You'll see so many of them very, very close up over there. And you see these huge sturgeon fish as well. Some of the biggest sturgeon I've seen were over there. Oregon. I'm always going to say it wrong. I always will. Magpies. Yes, we have lots of magpies. They're very smart. I have yet to actually take a photo of one of them. And that is actually a running joke for me because I've tried for years. We also have a lot of wild turkeys. A lot. And then a lot of quail. Quail were introduced here to help with the insects in the orchards and the vineyards here. I think saying organ is weird for me because it reminds me of, like, your body organ, or it reminds me of like the musical instrument. So for me, I always organ because it's just, I'm like, it's different, man. I don't have to try to think about what I'm talking about. And I don't know if they're smarter, they could be smarter, or they're just as smart. They're very smart birds. We have a lot of beautiful birds over here. Also, another fun fact is that you can actually find starfish over here on Vancouver Island. You know, a lot of people wouldn't think that you can actually see them in water that's sort of colder, you know, Canadian waters up north. But you can actually find them over there. It's pretty unique. That's very, you can swim in the ocean here when the beaches aren't closed for health reasons. Accurate. Very, very accurate. You guys are teasing me how I say that and be like, that state below Washington from now on. The state between Washington and California, you can figure out which one I'm talking about. That's how I'm gonna handle that one. Algae blooms, bacteria. You know, sometimes it's from, you know, people as well. Some people. I know I've showed photos before, but we have some beautiful waters over there. Are like the green, blue, turquoise waters that you imagine. Hey, James. You say how you say it, and figure it out, get used to it. I say the same thing about certain things, like potato, potato, tomato, tomato. Like, you'll get the gist of what I'm saying. It happens a lot in Juan's trucking videos. We'll drive through a town. Oh, I mean, Ganontel is another thing for the map, right? He's like, I'm from there, I know how to say it, right? But we'll get that all the time in our trucking videos. We'll be like, no, it's Savinu, no, it's Savina, no, it's, you know, on and on and on. Another thing that seems to offend people is when we go down to the lower mainland, which is what we call the Vancouver area, and we're like, oh, this is, I don't know, Surrey, and be like, no, this is Langley, and we're like, no, this is this district or neighborhood, like, no, this is this one, this doesn't start to this bridge or this road, and this, we're like, it's close enough. Oh no, they take offense. We're just on and on and on. It's like, we're saying this bridge Padalo wrong, it's Padatul, and like on and on. It's just, every video, doesn't matter how we say certain things, people will come by and just be like, you're saying that wrong. Had all your crafts in episode 5? Well, what crafts were you placing and what map were you playing on, James? It also is, I think, kind of hard over here because a lot of our words are native or French. So it does take a little bit to learn how to say it correctly. Yep, absolutely different pronunciation. And then you factor in, like, I have a speech impediment where, you know, speech therapy was most of my high school, or not high school, middle school, and elementary years. And it's like, yeah, I'm just not able to say certain things correctly. When I was 4 years old, I actually got all my front teeth, top and bottom, knocked out of my mouth when I was 4, and I didn't get back till I was 9. And if you know anything at that age, you're learning how to speak, you're learning how to read, and if you know where your tongue goes for certain vowels and stuff, it hits the top of your teeth and behind your teeth, and it needs your teeth there to learn how to speak properly. So I grew up with a lot of speech therapy to help me with that, but it still was many years of learning how to say things my own way. I did not have the ability to have my teeth there for my tongue to say certain things correctly. Some people just look for reasons to get upset, though. Absolutely. Yeah, ouch, yeah, hey Chris, welcome in. Yeah, it was, one of those play sets, swing sets, where my sister and my cousin were sitting, and you face each other, and like, I have photos of this, so it would be a lot easier than trying to explain it. And you face each other on the swing two-seater that faces each other, your knees touch each other, and you're swinging back and forth, and I was swinging them. But as a 4-year-old, another cousin distracted me, and I looked away, and when I looked back, the swing was a little too late. So unfortunately, I lost all my teeth. Yeah, that too, Jeremy. Yeah, I grew up in the Michigan school system. Yep. Accurate. Nice bit of Texas. Just throwing that out there in case Michael's around. James, you're doing corn, soybean, sunflower. Can't think of what map it has a quarry pits. Seesaw swing. Maybe that's what it's called. All I know is they're not very common when I try to describe what it is. Like it's on the swing set and you face each other. It's like, it's not like you're teetotaling or anything. It's just two seats sitting. Yeah. The tracker says in kindergarten, some kids slammed your head against the marble counter, you had bloody nose and 3 teeth knocked out. It sucked. Yep, absolutely. My go wouldn't like that. Yeah. I don't mean to knock Texas schools all the way, but my niece is down there, so I'll knock it a little bit because I get some, you know, I get told a few things, and Jeremy already knows where I'm going with this, with what happened to my niece already this year in the Texas school system. So I have nothing good to say about the Texas school system right now. It says, I don't speak English and I'm from America. Yeah, to swing like that as well as donkey. Yeah, they're dangerous. They're fun until they're not fun. And you realize it causes a lot of issues for the rest of your life. That's fine that you're drifting off. Go rest up. I appreciate being here, but feel free just to rest up. I understand. Okay, we're just gonna have to move that trailer first. Let's start something map. I'll have to try to look that one up, James. It's not coming to mind right now, but maybe I do know it if I look it up. Texas is better than New Mexico, just barely. No offense, but New Mexico is one of those states that you always forget about. It's a couple of those, right? Where you're like, oh, that's a state, I forgot about it. And I think that's a good point there as well. Yes, I'm playing on PC, James. I left Texas, someplace to move again. I couldn't. I don't know. I couldn't do it. Let's just say that. Well, this is tricky to get that into there. It would take a lot to offend you. Well, that's a good thing, but some people would then see it as a challenge. Like, challenge accepted, right? I don't have the money to wash and repair and fuel up all this stuff yet. My tracker is welcome coming back. South definitely has a language out to themselves. Absolutely. Oh, Michael's still here. What do you mean, trucker? The kid didn't get in trouble? If you're talking about him wanting me to add him, I'm just ignoring that comment because I don't want to. I originally from Florida. I haven't been to Florida unless you count the time I was in the Miami airport. It's the closest I've been to actually being in Florida. Yeah, Trucker, we're kind of low on money right now, so it is what it is right now. What happens when you start a map out? You gotta figure out where and when you spend money right now. A glider swing. Let me see if I can look that up. I can show a photo, but it's a family photo that I've been looking through. Glider swing. Yeah, like kind of like a glider swing, and it faces each other. Um, let's see. Not quite. These ones, not like that. So a lot of these you face away from each other. Maybe they learn from me that you have to face away from each other. But it was like this, but you faced each other and the swing set like that instead of away from each other. And most of these, I feel like they definitely learned. Maybe I was not the only kid that had a problem. But yeah, similar to that. Oh, we're talking about oil peanuts or roasted. I've never had those, but I've heard a lot about those. Oh wait, when I went to the Renaissance Festival, what did I have in Texas? I had some kind of peanuts down there at the Renaissance. No, I haven't ever had to do that. Oh, Jeremy. Yeah, like, let's do that. I've been all across Canada. I've been this is where it gets kind of funny. Oop, why is that red? There. Um, come back. I kind of forget what ones I've been. Oh, I've probably been there. This one I think is funny, but it's West Virginia. I have gone around over and over and over and over and never been to West Virginia. It gets neglected. So that's kind of all the states I haven't been to are white. And I've seen Alaska. We were literally on the border. Like Alaska goes a lot farther down than what you guys realize over here. And I literally saw it, but it was during COVID and the border was closed. So never been there. I don't like this house. I just never never been there. It's kind of hard to get there. So let's go. I don't mind you guys seeing where I am, because it doesn't say where I am. When we go to Michigan and back, where my parents live, you have the 94, 90, and 80. I think we took, 70. We went through 70 as well. But we've never had a reason to do 40 down this way. Yeah. When we went to South Carolina, we just did this smallest. We were in Charlotte, and then we went through these little back roads right back up. I forget where we went. I haven't really been to South Carolina very much. We did that. And same with New Mexico. We did Four Corners. What else did we do? I know we cut through back roads, and then we went up to Colorado again afterwards. So I don't know much about New Mexico. Okay, Marco last question north. Look down here how far Alaska actually goes down. So we went to Stewart, which is a beautiful drive in here. We actually went kayaking to a geocache at a glacier over here. I've shown those photos before. We kayaked to this glacier. So pretty cool story there. But you can eat at this place. Probably can't pick it up off the top of my head. It's some kind of food place. And then we drove down here, and you can actually see the border. So it's pretty cool. This is Hyder, Alaska. You actually take this road. It doesn't show you easily. And it actually goes back to BC. It's the only way to go somewhere in BC. Here. There we go. So there's no other way to the gold mine and people that work there. There's a glacier to see. All that. There's no way to get from this road to this road without going through Alaska. So the border is pretty relaxed there to get back and forth. It's pretty chill. I don't think I can show you. No Street View. Oh. But yeah, that's how close I've been to Alaska. We would have went if we could have. I've been to Mexico. I actually been smuggled into Mexico. Funny story. So this is Belize. This is where Juan's from. If you never know where Belize is, it's kind of the peninsula of Mexico, right next to Guatemala. It's a small country there. You'll miss it if you don't know where you're looking. So he actually is from Blue Creek. It's a Mennonite village over here. So what you do, what's the La Union? I don't think I can show you guys if I don't know where exactly I'm looking. Right here. Here, police station. So you check in here. And it's relaxed. Like I say, it is chill. It's farmer's country, small town, nothing. Check in there, you hey, I'm just going to Mexico, go shopping. So they're like, yep, whatever. They don't scan your passport. They don't care. So then you go over here and you pay this guy, I think it was $1 or $2 or whatever, to canoe ride to cross over to Mexico. And then there's a guy that sits in a booth over here from Mexico Customs, and you bribe him. He doesn't care. He just look at it. He just goes, that'd be $1 a person or $2 a person. He's just pocketing this money. Is what he's doing. So then you go to like all the supermarkets and stuff like that. You get all your stuff, and then you go back. Hey, I'm leaving. He doesn't care. Then you pay the guy to go over here, and then we go over here. They're on lunch. There's nobody around. Nobody cares, and then you just leave. And so then we just kind of have this moment of where we've been to Mexico and hey Peyton, can I actually play the game when I want to? I play the game when I want to. This is more for socializing. I'm sorry, but kind of how it goes. So yeah, you should pay people. They don't scan your passport or anything. But yeah, and then you have the beautiful waters over here as well to go into. Hey Ivy, welcome in. So we actually kind of have some cool stories from that. Truckers and cultivate the field sounds good. It's a thing though, right? Where you have to bribe them. Juan has some stories, or his family has stories about how when they have moved back and forth from Canada to Mexico and to Belize and needing, you always slip some money underneath your driver's license. Usually what you do, your passport, when you show the passport, and honest cops will give it back or ask, and you'd be like, oops, I don't know how that got there. But that's how you kind of do it, is you usually have a couple dollar bills underneath your passport or your driver's license, and then you should get to where you want to go. I'm a nice student. Alright, Ivy. Been glad I've been here with you guys, but it's certainly one of those days right now. I had these spring rolls for dinner that I forgot I got. And they were from Costco. A whole box of them. I think there's like 40 of them in a box, of course, being Costco. But they're really small. But I really, really enjoyed them. Especially the sauce. It was like a ginger soy sauce of some sort. I know, it was delicious. Trucker, you like donkey songs? So do I, a lot. Oh, donkey joins me. Donkey can absolutely join me. I just don't know if I have enough to do for all of us. Why can't we have donkeys in game? Like, that would be totally a thing. I'm still trying to adjust to that medicine, Ivy. I was hoping you would have better news for that medicine. Free Korean corn dogs. No, never had them. Basically, mozzarella wrapped with fries. Now this seems very interesting. So is there like a specific seasoning to them, Jeremy, or anything? The trucker, you have to go. Just turn off the tractor, please, or whatever equipment you're in. It's very interesting. I kind of like trying new foods, but I always like knowing what they are first. But if you had told me Korean corn dog and I was expecting that and then got something different, I would be nice surprised. Yeah, you need pretty much forget what we call corn dogs. Just like mozzarella on a stick with French fries around it. I'm gonna have to look that up. Get the name, just mozzarella stick with fries around it. Ivy says, interesting to meds or not, knowing how long to give it before you just give up. Ugh. Yeah. I've always tried to give it 2 weeks, but my last attempt I only got like a weekend before I called the doctor and was like, nope. Something has to give. Okay. Don't think we can get rid of half a bale. Yeah, our bale fork is gone. I'll have to figure that out. I don't think there's a way to get to the back of those sheds. Thinking about how to get into those sheds a little bit easier. And which is worse at what point? No meds or the side effects? Yep, absolutely. Monkey wants to join. Oops. Now, if you do get lag, this is not hosted on a server, just privately. Put this over here. And I'll start with a bad reaction to antibiotics. Oh no. I was gonna go look him up, but I was like, this Peyton kid might tell me a thing or two if I don't play the game. I'll take green or corn dog. Still gotta tell her muscle spasm. Well, this sounds really horrible, Ivy. Hope you feel better and can figure it out. Jeremy caught what? Nothing? Say what? Hmm? I'm innocent. I mean, Ghost Bear, if he's still here, will tell you I'm a troublemaker, but don't listen to him. Oh, Donkey's trying to talk. Let me see if I have the volume turned up or not. I might have that turned down. The password, I think there's no password to the farm, I don't think. If you're trying to get voice chat, I'll see if I have that turned off or not. Some maps I forget to turn it on or off. I think it's in here. Oh, it says I have it on. Oh, okay, so it shouldn't have that.